Hello and welcome to this video on women's self-defense through Hema. We're starting off with stops, elbows and chokes, and as you can see the first defense is pretty simple: a bare fist stop followed up by knees and elbow techniques. After this we come to a sleeper hold, and as you can see, Joe, who weighs about 8.5 stone, Neil, who weighs 15.5 stone, and the moves work fine. And we go on to some vital areas, such as hitting the forehead with a full punch. It takes the head back and can cause severe whiplash. And we come on to the throat. And punching into the throat can be as forceful as you like, and onto the sides of the neck, into the carotid and other blood vessels that are there. Now, we're not choking, we're actually hitting into the massive blood vessels or into the throat. And the same goes for the other side and the base of the brain, or the base of the skull. You hit there with force and you can damage the spinal cord and the spine. And finally, for this section, the sternum. If you hit the sternum hard enough, you can cause it to break. And there's a section on building power on the pads. Neil is showing Joe how to apply power through using the ground to push off with into the pad and using the waist at the same time. And a couple of punches by Neil just to demonstrate, and then a last one by Joe. And we're moving on to the neck crank, crucifix and the guillotine. And as you can see, the moves work very well. This one is a neck crank, and as Joe takes Neil to the ground, boom, she cranks the neck and that's it. Next comes the crucifix. And here we have Joe and Neil wrestling for position to try and get the locks on, but Neil stood up and Joe managed to keep him away with kicks and the neck twist. And this is a forceful move that can break the neck, although we train obviously not to. And the head pushback. And here I am with Joe, and Joe is applying it to me after me showing it to her. And that's it. And the last part is vital point push. If someone grabs you and your arms are free, you push up into the vital point and back. Very, very painful. And for a woman, this is an ideal place to hit. And then a good follow-up will hurt.